Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast.
We might never change the world, at least we've had our say.
Real talk about movies, music, politics, race, and religion.
Growing up, not growing old, the feeling is still the same.
Live from New York. It's the Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast.
You know, whatever. I mean,
is that like the chirping alarm, like the smoke alarm? It's like when you hear that, no one.
I played Fortnite with this girl, and she had the chirp in the back, and right away I'm like, oh, this is a black guy. Black, I'm not to be stereotypical
or Indian guy, because honestly, for like many years, I would have that same problem. And I'd be like, whatever, because I know other people who have that same problem. It's like,
oh really?
I think it's like a biological thing. I'm not saying it's like a particular groups of people. I feel like either you're born and it's not gonna register, or it's just like you just hear it all the time. You have to get it changed. Because for me, I can tune out. I can tune out a lot of noises actually. Like when you're on a plane, do you fly often or no?
No, not at all.
Or like when you're on the train or something and like you hear like a baby like crying, does that like bother you? Because some of my friends, it totally bothers them.
If my mind is somewhere else, it's like it's not even happening.
I mean, when you're in the city, you probably deal with a lot of noise, right? I mean, aren't you like, you can probably tune all that out, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise, screaming, crazy people, babies, fights, people yelling for no reason. But like, it's weird because as long as my mind is somewhere else, it's like I don't hear it. But then I have to listen just in case someone is like getting raped or something.
So your rape dar is on?
Yeah, I got to put a rape dar on. That shit's got to be on all the time. But what was I going to say about the chirping? Oh, it turned out to be just a white girl from Kentucky. But she was like, I was like, yo, change your shit. Yeah. She was like, I'm only 4'11". I can't reach it. Get it. I was like, get a ladder. I don't have a ladder. I got to wait for my uncle to come home.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's kind of weird.
Breaking all the stereotypes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for me, it's like I would always have, like, I would never change the batteries to my smoke alarms. And then, like, I don't get that many guests over my house, obviously, because I'm not that popular of a person. But when someone does come over, they're always like, dude, you have to change it, like, right now. Like, that's when I change it, whenever I have a guest over.
You might be used to it, and that person's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And I get it, because when they bring it up, then all of a sudden I can hear it now, and I'm like, yeah, that is annoying. I need to change this right now.
Yeah, I got caught up with that once, but I didn't tune it out. I was just like dealing with it, and I was like, yo, fuck this thing. And I went to the store. It took 10 minutes. Went to the store, got a battery, came back and changed it.
I don't know. I feel like for me, the anxiety is because I have multiple like fire alarms or fire detectors, whatever you want to call it, smoke detectors, right? Not fire detectors, actually smoke detectors. I have multiple smoke detectors in my house, and I feel like if I want to change one of them, I feel like I need to change all of them because I don't want all of them to I don't want it to replace the batteries randomly, and then all of a sudden I'll get the beeping randomly. So I'll get a constant beeping. So I'm like, I need to change all of them at the same time, so so I need to replace them all at the same time. I can keep that cycle. But I don't want to do that because that means I got to buy more batteries. I'm cheap Indian, so I just don't want to do that. So
wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, right. You laughed because you know that's a thing. Come on, man.
I laughed because I never heard it before.
Really?
Tell me about it.
Dude, Indians.
Wait, you don't tip? Like you're a bitch?
No, I tip a lot. I'm a good tipper, but in general, it's like, okay, well, it comes down to, okay, well, I'm not gonna go out tonight because I know I'll have to spend money on drinks and
drinks
tip.
Is fucking expensive.
And tip, and I'm like, so it's if I'm doing it, I'm gonna go and do it. But since I'm Indian and cheap, I just don't go out.
That's what you. All right, I guess.
Yeah. So
is that like a?
Come on, man.
I've heard blacks don't tip.
No, I think they do. I think all groups tip, except for young people don't tip.
They might not know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, let me tell you a quick story.
It's not that part. It's part of that. It's like their culture's like that. So
I was at my brother's wedding.
Yeah.
I was the best man in the wedding.
Of course.
Wedding's over. We're all going to the car. The fucking priest is chasing me.
The priest?
Or the guy who did the wedding, whoever the fuck that is.
The officiant?
I forgot to tip him.
Do you need to tip? You don't need to tip that person, do you? Wait, why did you need to tip him?
I was the best man tips him, I guess.
Is that the rule? Is that a convention?
He was chasing me, bro. But no one told me. I didn't know. I had
so
to borrow money from my father.
Oh, there's a common custom to the best man has to tip specifically that person or like everyone in the wedding that works.
No, that person, whoever that person was. Was
And
it like the minister? I don't know who he is.
It depends on like what type of ceremony was it. Was it like at City Hall or was it at the Catholic Church or was
It was
it
at
like,
the church, yeah.
So it must have been the priest.
So I don't know, but I had
The
no
priest
idea.
was running you down. Was like, "Yo, you need to tip me."
Yo, for real. That's no joke.
I've
So,
never
like,
heard that before.
I was young. I mean, I wasn't that young, but I didn't know you had to tip. I'm not in the religious world, so I didn't know you had to tip the fucking priest guy. So maybe the young people who aren't tipping just don't know.
Well, I mean, my brother got married, and I was the best man in his wedding, and it was at a Catholic church, and I don't remember the priest ever hounding me down for a tip.
Yeah, man. This was.
So what do you have to
so
do? Like
fucked
what?
up.
$20? Like what is there? Is it a
I gave him
percentage
20.
off?
I borrowed 20 off my dad.
And that probably wasn't even. He probably didn't even accept. Like he probably didn't even think that was enough. Probably right?
Yeah, probably. But I was just like, I was so like thrown back by it. I was like, are you this serious? This is serious?
I've never heard that. If you've heard this custom before, just put it in the comments because I don't think I've ever heard that. And I'm not like super young guy. Like I'm used to the old because tipping is kind of like an old American thing, right?
I'm a fucking good ass tipper because
Yeah?
I know how these people fucking work.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
they work their balls off.
That's the thing for me is like I've worked in that industry, or I worked a little bit in the service industry for a little bit,
Right.
And so I know those type of jobs. One, they don't get paid a lot. One,
Yeah.
and then two is that you're just used to giving tips. So on the other side, I'm like, okay, anyone who kind of does some type of work, I'll give them a tip.
Yeah.
But it's like an American thing because
Let me ask Grok. Am I obligated to tip the guy, whoever it is, minister, priest, who did my wedding and did my brother's wedding and I'm the best man?
Tipping a minister or priest for a wedding isn't a strict obligation, but it's a common and appreciated gesture. The etiquette really depends on whether they're affiliated with a church or independent. For a church-affiliated officiant, a donation to the church is often more
All right.
appropriate.
So it's not. It's definitely a thing, you know.
I mean, if you said there was a thing, I'll be like, okay. But me personally, I never encountered that. I didn't know that was specifically the job of the best man. That's probably something that, again, a long time ago.
50 to 200 is. Yeah. So he was wanting more.
Well, what year was that?
A long time ago.
But probably back then, it's probably like a percentage on like how much because the church gets paid to do these weddings, right? And the priest gets paid, so
I would think so.
I'm sure it's probably like a percentage off of that.
And it was
so-
the wife's priest, like her personal priest.
okay.
Like the person she's been going to her whole life or whatever.
So why didn't they just ask like the wife or the
Also-
bride for the tip? You know, like why do you ask you? Because it's like, and you're like because it makes you it puts you on the spot literally because you're like.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I need to do that, and I'm like, oh, how much money do I need to give you, and do I have that money on me personally?
And I would. This was before the drinking part, but I was already drinking. I used to drink
the
a lot.
drinking part, even like the reception,
The
like that?
reception, yeah, the drinking part. I was already drunk, so I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" I was bugged out. I didn't know. And also, I didn't know that people have church. People have like priests. Like, oh, he's my priest.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you go to a church and like you keep on going to that church, then yeah, that priest will probably develop a relationship with you, so that when you get married, you probably want to request that priest. Like that's how it was for my brother's wedding because they had gone to that church so many times.
But what other things
But-
are there? Like, I know people call that bartender my bartender sometimes, right? I've heard that before.
Well, again, that's if you like go. I mean, again, I feel like this is all old generational things because like, does a Zoomer be like, hey, I'm gonna go to the local bar and like this is my guy who's my bartender? I feel like that's an old guy thing, right?
I feel like it is. I feel like local bars in general. No, I think actually that's changing. I think people go to shithole bars now on purpose,
Oh, I do,
like
but
because they're shithole bars.
but I've always dive bars.
dive bars.
I've
yeah.
always gone like that's the only bar I like to go to
But
because
you
it's
know
like
they're cool now. Like the hipsters go to dive bars now. It's
But-
like what they prefer.
But you gotta watch out because there's those places that are like dive bars, but
Yeah.
they're like actually like not dive bar. They're just like they're pretending to look like old and ratty,
They're
but they're
posers?
really they're poser dive bars because it's like
Poser dive
it's like
bar.
it's like the crappy bar table, but it's like actually brand new. They just like have these like weird. It's kind of like buying like faded jeans, kind of, you know.
That's fucking weak.
Or buying jeans with holes in it. That's kind of like these. Some of these bars are like that. So you gotta like really suss these places out and make sure they're legit dive bars. What's that?
Probably in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, a lot of them in Brooklyn. A lot of them are in New York also, or Manhattan. So there's a lot of speakeasies in Manhattan.
Weak, man, having a fucking a brand new bar, making it look like a dive bar.
Yeah, and you don't know. I mean, think about Manhattan. There's so many. Like the average New York Manhattanite has only lived there like 4 years.
How do you feel about speakeasies?
I think they're kind of cool. Again, because there's no pretense like this is like an old, like this has been here for 300 years. I feel like if you go to a bar, and again, I've only been to a handful of them, and like most of them are in Manhattan and Brooklyn. But it's cool because it's like you kind of go into a place. Like one time I went to there's a place like in, I don't know if it's really a speakeasy, but it's like there's a place in Lower Manhattan, I think, that's like a Five Guys burger joint, and you walk in. And then you just go to the back, and there's the stairs, and you just like walk up the stairs, and then all of a sudden, like you're in like this like hidden bar. It's kind of cool. I like it.
I like the idea of it. I feel like if you own a bar that's a speakeasy, that fad's gonna go away, and then you just have a hidden bar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think also it's like to me in my mind, I'm like, okay, this place is probably cheaper because it's not prime real estate. It's like in the back. It's like a back of a laundromat, or like. You know, so it's like, okay, it's not prime real estate. It's like some small extra room in some old building. So I'm assuming it's going to be cheaper there to drink.
Yeah. Have you been to a lot of bars in the city? There's a million bars in the city.
Yeah, I lived there for a while, and I haven't lived there.
The one I'm going to mention, you definitely haven't been to. There's a million of them. But we used to go to this place called Down the Hatch.
I've been to Down the Hatch, yeah. Yeah. Is it still there? The thing is, like, I don't even know if these bars are still there, like, especially post-COVID. Because I remember, like, trying to go to my bars post-COVID, some bars that I used to go to before COVID, and it's not existing anymore. Or it's new management or new ownership or it's a new name or whatever, you know?
So Down the Hatch. Many people.
Yeah, Down the Hatch is fun. And I think it's owned by the same people who own, like, a bunch of other bars in the city. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, there was a fucking
an
Italian pork store by my kid's mom's house that I used to go there all the time. They closed.
Oh, really?
And they were so fucking good.
Satriel's. They had, like, really good sausage.
Satriel, that's from the fucking...
no.
That's Down the Hatch?
Yeah, it's still there.
That was, that place was packed.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was almost too packed.
Yeah, that's one of these bars that, like, it's by NYU, right? Yeah, pretty much. It's Washington. Yeah, it's by Washington Square Park. Yeah, that's the bar. Yeah, it's on West 4th Street. That area is awesome. All of New York City is awesome. That's why I can't leave. Because I know it's good to know at least you have that spot there where you can go back to. It's like, okay, if I need to.
And one of the places I loved when I was a kid. It's kind of a what's the word? Not passe, not cliche. I don't know, whatever. It was Mars 5150. Remember that place?
Mars 51. I remember seeing that place. Is it still there? 5150. Is it still there?
No, it's been gone for a long time.
Yeah. 5150. Yeah, it's gone.
It's like you go in there and you're in Mars.
Yeah, I remember.
A theme restaurant.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was
cool,
a theme
though.
place. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I've passed by there a bunch. I don't think I've ever been there.
The Slaughtered Lamb is in the city. That's the bar from American Women for London. And they have Jekyll and Hyde's, which I think is still open.
It's still there? I went there once before. Oh, that was pretty cool. I wonder if it's still there. You said it's still there or no?
I think it's Jekyll and Hyde's. I think it's still there.
It's kind of like a horror-themed restaurant, effect, or like a what do you want to call it? It's horror-themed,
horror
right?
Themed. I don't know, but
Jekyll and Hyde.
I really like those fucking theme restaurants. Especially, I could have brought my kids to them when they were younger. They would have really fucking loved it.
Look, permanently closed.
Yeah, so Jekyll and Hyde's is done. Mars 5150's done.
Damn, all those places they went in.
I'm sure there's some other ones, but
yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like when you think of like how much of rent you got to pay. I think like when we go to John Sullivan's, is right by NYU, not by NYU, but right by Penn Station. I think what do they pay? Like they said to pay like $250,000 a month in rent. You know that's crazy. You know, I'm like, how many beers? I'm like, how many beers you got to sell just to make back your money?
Why aren't they calling John Taffer at this point? Everyone needs to be saved.
Yeah.
John Sullivan's, Penn Station. John Taffer, where you at?
I mean, but the thing is, if they're there, I guess after COVID, it's still the same ownership. I mean, it's never gonna not like close. I feel like ever, right? I mean, how could it? Because if it's withstood all that stuff, like the 2008 crash and the 9/11 and and then COVID and all that stuff. It's going to be there forever, I think, right?
I would say so. COVID being the worst out of all those things because everybody got fucking forced to shut down.
Yeah.
Which, looking back, I mean, I was one of those people that didn't wear a mask, didn't do anything they told me. Reading about people getting arrested for keeping their gym open.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now the people who were with it are looking back like, wow, what the fuck? Now,
Yeah.
It's 6 years later, and people are just realizing now that how fucked up that thing was.
Well, now, I mean, you've probably seen the news, like all these congressional like testimonies
Why is
with
Fauci in court, by the way?
because they're like, oh, it's been long enough. Now we can find someone to finally blame. I'm like, oh my, like,
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I think that's what's happening. I think it's like after all the dust has settled, now they're like, okay, now let's just blame Fauci for every mismanaged thing that every politician and leader.
He's gonna take the full bad then.
Well, and that's why it's like, as much as I hated Fauci during it, now I feel like I'm just defending him. I'm like, wait a second.
I almost feel bad for the fucking
Yeah,
guy.
because it's like, I mean, you guys hired a person to lie to you,
Yeah.
and then he lied to you, and then 6 years later, after it doesn't make a difference, after the concrete has hardened, now you want to be like, oh, let's just blame this guy, you know?
And once they got their sights on you, forget
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it. Forget it. Look at those Proud Boy guys who got like 40 years for nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's fucking nuts. So fucking, but Trump ain't fucking ain't touching Fauci.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't even know if he's even said anything, but like, what's he gonna say? But the thing is, I mean, that's a point, right? They're paid to lie, but everyone's freaked out about this virus. Everyone wants to open it up, and then they're like, okay, let's have like this vaccine. It's like the leaders are gonna be like, yeah, let's do it, right? That's like their job, right? They can't be like, yeah, go ahead and do it. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it, but everyone else should do it. They can't say that, right?
Yeah.
They have to toe the line. They have to be the cheerleader. So, like, what do you expect, right?
People lost their jobs because they.
I know,
didn't
it's
wanna take
crazy.
the fucking. Luckily for me, I was in a car accident. I was out of work at the
Oh,
time.
my gosh. Otherwise, you probably would have taken it, right?
My job actually gave the option to take it or get tested
Oh.
every day.
Yeah, for me, it was my job threatened me like, you better take it or else you can't come on Monday. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not coming to work on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then they just called their bluff. And then they're like, okay, we'll grant you exemption because they wanted everyone to.
Motherfuckers.
I feel like we talk about this every five because we always
Yeah, one out of five.
Yeah, one every 5 podcasts we have to go back and remember COVID and how messed up everything was.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I guess it's always gonna come up because there's so many references that
Yeah.
connect to it. I mean, we could be talking about movies and Planet of the Apes
Yeah.
comes up, and that's connected to COVID because
Yeah.
there was a virus that killed all the humans.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna come up somehow, some way. I tell you what has changed about it though. Back then, I was like, these people hate us and they attacked us. Now, after seeing COVID, now I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'll believe shit. Tell me something.
You mean
Inside
like
job, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I think China released it on purpose because they wanted to like thin out their older population.
But did we know that it was going to come here? Is the question.
I have no idea. I don't know the way that like America and China interacts with each other. I could see that like, oh, maybe we actually didn't know what was going on and we got caught by surprise, and then China just used it to their advantage to like, you know, screw around with us. Because it's just so weird how both cultures like operate, right? We have like this whole system where like in China, if they want to do something, they just do it, right? Like the government's like, okay, we're gonna do this. We want to build this bridge or this highway. We're just gonna knock down everyone's apartments in.
We used to do that.
We used to do that, right? But now they do that now, and then they can just, you know, demolish everyone's apartments, build this highway, and that's it. For us, it's always like, oh, you know, like everyone needs to have their say. Oh, I don't want, you know. And there's just all this like work. There's all this like there's all this like talking and this discourse between the government and the businesses, and then the businesses and like the citizens and like the national government and then like the local government, where it's just like,
you know, 135 one's supposed to go all the way up to Connecticut.
I heard that. So 135 is the highway that goes north south from Long Island, and then they were going to extend it to cross the Long Island Sound, that body of river north of.
Yeah, that was like another thing. That was like the citizens just weren't having it. People weren't having it.
Yeah, they wanted a bridge across. Kind of get, and it's like
that would be so fucking good.
I know, right? Objectively, everyone's like, yes, this has to happen because that would alleviate having a bridge from Long Island to Connecticut would alleviate so much traffic. Because to get to Connecticut, to get to anywhere in the Northeast,
There's 2 ways to get to Connecticut from where we are.
To
Going
anywhere
through
north
the city, which nobody
Yeah.
wants to do.
Right.
Or going all the way to fuck out east and
Yeah.
getting on the ferry.
Right. And like it's crazy you have to get anywhere. You have to like cross like the George Washington Bridge or whatever. It's just to go through the city to get to anywhere else in the country just seems stupid, right?
Yes.
It doesn't
I
make any
never
sense.
want to cut through the city.
Yeah.
ever.
And then, so it's like you have to go, if you're on far east on Long Island, you have to go all the way west, go through the city, just to go all the way back up east to New England.
And depending where they live in Connecticut, they could live directly across
Yeah,
the fucking
exactly.
sound. Like, when I was on the dating apps, I would be getting Connecticut all the fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that far. You can see it from, like, if I'm not too far from the North Shore. Once I get to the beach, you can see Connecticut from the beach.
So, was it... I know, I've seen that before, actually.
Yeah.
Like, up there by, like... what's that called? Not, like, Glen Cove, but...
Yeah, Glen Cove, we're over there.
Up in that area. But,
Bayville, Glen Cove,
I
Oyster
used to- I
Bay.
used to date a girl from Glen Cove. What's the other Glen Cove?
There's the other Glen
There's
Cove?
another Glen Cove. And her father was a lawyer, a doctor. Her brother was a lawyer. I'm like, damn, I should have stuck with this bitch. Damn, she was a virgin too.
You would have been taken care of. What did she end up doing?
I don't know. She went to Cortland for college.
Mm-hmm.
I visited her up there, but I don't know what she was studying or anything.
She's probably has some money. Yeah, you would have been set.
I don't remember her name actually. Helen. Her name was Helen. I remember it was like an old lady name.
Old
Yo,
lady
Helen,
did.
give me a call. Hey, it's only been 30 years. Don't worry about it though.
But yeah, it's really close. I mean,
Oyster Bay Cove.
Oyster Bay
That's
Cove.
what it was.
Oyster
Not
Bay
Glen
Cove. You can see Connecticut from the other side. Like if you could, we used to
That's where
take
she
our
lived.
boats. You can just take a boat across. You'll get there in like
You have a boat?
not that long. I don't have a boat. My friends, like families, had boats, and then we would just go across. And there's docks across, and yeah, it's not far. But the problem with the ferry, taking the ferry is that the ferry's slow, right? Because it goes every hour.
I think it's expensive too.
and it's very expensive, so it doesn't make sense. Like you don't save any time, money by doing the ferry. So they need a bridge. Everyone's like, yes, we need a bridge, but everyone local to where they live is like, no, we can't have a bridge. Although I heard recently that they actually very recently approved the bridge somewhere. Maybe not across 135, but
Is it in a tunnel? Is it a
oh,
different bridge?
maybe I've seen lots of different stories about it. It was a hybrid.
Yeah,
Sometimes people
yeah,
said it was a
never
bridge
got to
slash. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they approved it. Okay, but when's it actually gonna get built and all that? Where are they gonna get the money
I think
from? All
we'd
that.
be retired or maybe
Nah.
dead.
Yeah. Hey, but you never know because I mean that First Avenue or whatever Second Avenue subway, that was an ongoing project for many decades. Or
And it's only like 3 stops.
yeah, they got something there though at least. So you never know. But yeah, I mean, so in China they can just do all this stuff very quickly, and then in America we always have to have like this negotiation between things, and nothing ever gets done.
Yeah, that's everyone. I mean, it's a good thing because most of the time it's going to be unsafe and someone's going to die. But it sucks because we could have benefited from that bridge so much.
Yeah.
That Long Island Connecticut bridge. Why has not that been done is crazy to me.
And then we need another bridge from Long Island to New Jersey directly. Like that was always a plan. Also, you know how
Yeah, I
much?
don't want to cut through Staten Island. I hate Staten
Yeah.
Island. That fucking Staten Island Expressway is murder.
Yeah, and the tolls are crazy and all that. And again, you have to still kind of go through the city, right? Because you have to go through Queens and Brooklyn just to get to that bridge. So it's
Well,
like,
when I say the city, I mean Manhattan. The city. I don't ever want to cut through Manhattan.
but I mean,
That's
is
a
it that
fucking
much
pain
work?
in the balls?
It's a
Especially
pain.
When like you check your GPS, the fastest way to get to the American Mall in Jersey is to cut through the city. Oh yeah, it's an hour. But when you get there, traffic
Yeah.
just builds up.
Yeah, it
Oh, now
builds
it's
up.
2 hours.
Yeah, I use the excuse. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm seeing lots of Lower Manhattan. Like, oh, cool. All these expensive stores I'll never be able to shop at. It's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. You go like window shopping on the window shoppers.
I think the fastest and best way is the Triborough Bridge to the George Washington Bridge, because that's uptown.
Triborough Bridge of George Washington. Yeah, and in the day it depends on where the traffic is, right? It literally changes every day, even
Yeah.
every hour.
George Washington Bridge is kind of rough because of trucks.
Yeah, and there's lots of accidents that happen, and then it's just like, okay, which route is actually the best,
But like the Triborough to George Washington, it's almost like right there.
right? But then you have to pay at least one toll there, right? Because the Triborough Bridge you have to take a toll, but if you cut through Lower Manhattan, you take like the Williamsburg Bridge or the Manhattan Bridge. There's no toll there, and then taking the tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel, the Holland Tunnel, there's no
There's
toll
no
there.
Where's the toll start?
The toll is like there's certain bridges and tunnels that have tolls. Like the Triborough Bridge has tolls. The Whitestone, the
I'm not gonna say it.
the Midtown Tunnel has tolls. But like the
Midtown itself has a toll.
yeah, it's expensive now, and it only increases it. And then but to go out of Manhattan into New Jersey, like the Holland Tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel, those, and even the Verrazano Bridge going out into New Jersey, there's no toll there. But if you want to go back into New York from New Jersey, that's where the tolls are, and they're really expensive, like $25 to come back into New York. It's like, hey, welcome back home. Actually, that'll be $25.
That Verrazano's the other way.
Is it the other way?
Yeah, the other way.
Okay.
Because I always say, yeah, if you leave in New York, they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
For another $25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so for me to visit my brother in Jersey, I'm going over the Verrazano and the Outer Bridge. Those two bridges right there is like $45. It's like,
No, it's crazy.
fuck?
Why do our siblings have to live in New Jersey?
$60 to fill up my tank now.
Yeah.
It's talking about $100 and something just to say hi to my brother.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Excuse me.
That was the most bizarre burp. That was like a burp and a cry for help at the same time.
Do you think I can pull off a hat like that?
Yeah, of course.
I can pull off a hat like that. But it has to be black. Everything black.
You should try. You should just test different types of hats, different sizes, different brim. Brim length is the main important ones, because a lot of the brim lengths.
Why is that?
Because it will make your, like, if I wear a hat that has a too wide of a brim, it makes me look like the kid from the Children of the Corn, you know? Like,
Like a fucking Irish person?
yeah, basically. So it look normal on you because you have a bigger head than I do, I think. So, like, might look a little bit more normal on you, but for me, it look really awkward. So you got to buy you have to take all those factors into account. Like,
I used to wear, like, the fedora hat. Like, what's the hat?
yeah.
Like the Kango type hat? What's that called?
Oh.
I used to wear that thing. That
you
thing
mean the one that
good.
Samuel L. Jackson used to wear?
Yes. But
I think my dad used to, the Kangol, I think my dad used to wear it
It
also.
wasn't Kangos, though, because I don't like the Kangos. They're too hard.
I forgot what type of hat that's called.
I think it's called the fedora, right?
No, fedora is like, kind of like a hat like this. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit bigger hat. It's a little bit more flat and then bigger. Whoops.
Yeah, so I used to wear that. That looked good, but I can never find the one I want because everyone has Kangos.
Yeah, you might have to like search online and like find that. It's kind of hard.
But you can't do it because I got to try it on.
Well, that's the thing. Well, you know what? Because I like hats, but it's very difficult to find a hat shop, at least around here. I think there's not any hat shops on like Long Island.
Yeah, it's mostly like
You have to go to the
sports
city.
shit.
Yeah, it's always like, hey, you want like a new Knicks hat? I'm like, no, not really.
Where the fuck
Baseball
did I get
caps
that?
are like,
I think I went to
cool,
Burlington and got that fucking hat.
oh really? There's some hat stores on in Manhattan a lot, and I think obviously in Brooklyn you can get like a lot of like, because like hipsters love wearing hats, but
Yeah.
hats like have a function though. I realize that it keeps your head cool, and it keeps the sun out of your eyes.
Yeah, they call it ivy or driver cap.
A driver cap,
I don't
ivy.
know. Ivy or driver cap, famously worn by LL. So whatever. I guess
LL
I'll call
Cool
it
J,
I'll call
our
it a
local
flat
Long
hat.
Island hero.
I don't know.
I saw him once. I ran into him once at a deli.
Yeah, was he a dick?
No, he was really huge though. He's like jacked. I'm like,
Oh yeah, he was always the big guy.
do you think they were juicing back in the day? Or no?
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
get that big natural.
Yeah.
Everybody juices.
I don't juice.
If my wrists, but you're not huge.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone who's huge juices, you think?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like I told you, man, 2 weeks I put on 50 pounds of muscle. I was fucking
Oh yeah.
jacked,
I think
bro.
you told us that, right?
Yeah, because fucking it works. So why not do it? Especially older people. Younger people, it's probably bad for you. But
Yeah.
if you're older, you need it.
But I feel like don't you think there's like long-term effects to all that stuff? Like,
That's what I say. We're gonna be dead soon.
yeah. So you're saying it doesn't matter? You're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
So
good as
look.
dead anyway. You should live till you're old, and save all the things that you can do when you're like. Don't do anything today that you can do when you're older. That's my motto. That's the exact opposite of like what they say. It's like, oh, always never put off tomorrow what you can do today. But I mean, like, there's some things like reading a newspaper. I can do that when I'm old. You know, like I don't need to. Playing golf, I can do that when I'm old. I don't think that golf
I
is.
think
it's
I've
very
never
disturbing.
played golf.
It's very disturbing. I feel like I see a lot of young people playing golf. It just bothers me, right?
They should be playing football.
Yeah, exactly.
handball, hockey, something.
It's like so this is a kind of like a career limiting move. I feel like this is why I never advanced in my corporate life, is because I'd always make fun of golfers and everyone at like corporate jobs, higher ups. All they do is they love talking about golf and they love playing golf, and I'm like, dude,
Fuck
it's
you
like,
guys.
yeah, I'm like, I think golf is. I told a partner at the consulting firm I used to work at that golf is not a real sport,
Well,
and he got super offended by that.
oh, that's
but
stupid. To
but
get
I
offended by
said
that.
I said that because he takes it as it's an identity thing, right? It's like, okay, I'm an athlete and I'm playing a sport. The sport is golf. I'm like,
It defines me.
yeah. And so when I say it's not a sport, they think I'm like insulting their masculinity, right?
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm like, no, by my definition. Okay, so here's what I think. I have a nice framework for.
I can tell you one thing to make it not a sport.
Okay, what?
There's no defender.
Okay, so that's one of my
So-
things. So it's like I have a framework, 3 points that a sport has to have all these 3 things to be called a sport. One is that it has to require something cardio related, where you're just like physically exhausting yourself. 1, 2, it has to like incorporate something of like hand-eye coordination, like hitting a target or something, like using your hands and your eyes to like hit a target. And 3, you have to be able to like face your opponent head to head.
Right.
And if you don't have any one of those 3 things, then it's not a sport, it's just a game.
You have to have all 3 though, right?
All 3, at least all 3, yeah. You gotta have more stuff, obviously. So golf,
And
like,
with your first rule, you also have to be physically in shape to do that.
yeah.
And you don't have to be physically
No,
in shape
exactly.
to play golf. The second one you need to play golf, coordination, eye coordination.
Yeah, so you're striking the thing, that's fine. But like, there's lots of games that do that. You can play pool. I don't think pool's a sport. Pool's a game. Bowling is not a sport. Bowling is a game.
But again, both of those sports, like, pool, your opponents are there. Like, you're looking
Yeah,
at your opponent.
exactly. You're looking at your opponent, you can see their pieces on your pieces, so it's like a thing, right? So that's fine. It takes 2. It's actually, yeah, it's one of the 3, right? No, it's 2 of the 3, but not the third. There's no cardio involved, like not running laps all around the pool table. So
Do you remember the Black Widow? The Asian woman?
oh
that
yeah,
hot chick?
yeah.
God, she was so hot. What happened to her?
I heard pool's like getting a resurgence just because some of these clips are being posted online, and you can, with like our phones, it's like you can see a lot of the pool table in like these clips. So
What do you mean? See a lot?
like the way that they do the highlights.
I got you, yeah.
It's like easy for like shorts and like TikTok. You can be like a cool pull shot. So people are just getting exposed to that more often because it's more apt for this medium.
Right, yeah.
So like there's sports though that are not good for that for highlights. Like a lot of like basketball and like baseball is really not good for like maybe some pitches and stuff like that. But because you can't see a lot. But like things like golf are becoming a lot more, or not golf, pool are getting a lot more popular just because those highlights transfers well onto like the phones.
Do you know what sport I was looking for the other day on my ESPN app?
You were looking for, like actively like trying to see if you can
Like
watch
something
it?
I've never watched before. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could watch this here.
WNBA?
Yes.
Dude,
Damn, ding, ding, ding. Fucking right on the
I watch, you know what? I watch every night about WNBA.
I'm looking for Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, she's my spirit animal, right? I'm a
man.
big Fever fan. I'm like, this is the thing. I like WNBA for a couple of reasons. One, I feel like it's a lot easier for me to watch women's sports now, because I feel like watching men's sports is something kind of like, weird about that, right? I'm watching like these young boys, and like I'm an older guy.
Put it like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm watching like women, so I feel like safe. And 2, I feel like the quality is like very
Amateurish.
not amateur. Let's not be rude here, but let's say that the level of play is very volatile. Let's just say,
What does that mean?
like it's just like inconsistent.
Okay, right.
So when you have like inconsistent plays, that means it's like when people are too
like,
good.
I guess anything can happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. When players are too good at their sport, it just becomes like a chess match. It becomes like very like everyone's hedging, and you don't see a lot of exciting plays. Like think of like soccer, right? The World Cup. Like how many times did you actually see a goal? Every time you put it on, I just see people running around.
Yeah, there's a lot more to do with soccer, but I know what you mean.
But when it's the level of play is lower, then it's like you see like good players make really good plays against bad players, and then you see a lot of like crazy highlights.
Yeah.
Like when I watch like NHL, I like a lot, but it's like they're so good that you never see a breakaway in NHL. But when you look at like women's hockey, there's like breakaways like every like other 5 minutes. It's fun to watch.
I was watching some of the college, the women's college hockey games, the USA team. Yo, they're good, except for it's just not as physical.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just not as physical.
Yeah. But there's a lot.
They're fucking great.
Yeah, but you see a lot of cool plays. So it's that, and also when you see like a league run by women, you see like how it can like kind of self implode, and like, I mean, did you see this thing in WNBA about they had a meeting for 4 days about
A 4-day meeting.
a 4-day meeting to determine what a woman was.
Oh, I think I heard
Yeah.
about that.
And then
'cause
after
former
that-
NBA guys wanted to join the league.
Right. So they're like, okay, women, anyone, if you identify as a woman, you can join the NBA, and then like all these former NBA players like, all right, sign me up for the draft. I'm gonna identify as a woman.
That's fucking crazy.
And so the WNBA had to have like an emergency 4-day meeting to determine what a woman was. And at the end of it, they couldn't even come up with any answer. They like had to like, they were deliberating, and then they just like gave up.
So the WNBA is going to end up being the NBA.
Pretty much, I think so.
The old NBA, old timers, old players.
The weird thing is, I'm surprised that this didn't happen sooner. This kind of like controversy, you know, like this should have happened 10 years ago.
I think these guys are great because they're pretty much saying "fuck you."
Yeah,
they're saying "fuck you" to that whole thing.
And in doing so, they're like helping women, right? Because they're kind of like,
I don't know,
shedding a light on how ridiculous it all is. You have a WNBA, Women's National Basketball Association, and you can not be a woman and still join it.
Well, yeah, they're shining a light on the ridiculousness of it, and I love that. But girls not getting their opportunities in like college and stuff like that is still happening because of men.
Yeah.
Who think they're women are joining, getting the scholarship that this one should have got.
That's crazy, right?
You know? So, I mean, hopefully this... I probably won't. Hopefully this will, make the point that they intend to make.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, WNBA ratings are up a lot. What was that?
Yeah, I actually watched fucking because of Sophie and Fuck. And I put the Indiana Fever game on, and Sophie wasn't playing, so I just turned it off.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's like, especially in the summertime, the only thing to watch is baseball, and I'm a Mets fan, and the Mets are so bad. It's like, okay, by the third inning, they're, like, out of the game already, so I'm like, okay, let me switch it on to some WNBA and see what else I can watch.
I put baseball on. I haven't watched baseball in years, 20 years, and I'm a Yankees guy, and I was like, let me just see how baseball looks on my brand new big fucking QLED TV, and it was the Yankees and the Red Sox, so I said, fuck it.
Nice.
Fucking Aaron Judge steps up, hits a grand slam.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, yo, dead serious.
Well, you picked like a bad year to start watching the Yankees because usually they're good every year, but like this year they're not that great. I think they're like not going to make the playoffs, which is kind of crazy.
Really? That's how it was in the 80s.
Yeah, right.
I remember that shit. Like,
I feel like 80s was all Mets, and then 90s and 2000s were all Yankees, and now it's kind of. I mean, I guess Yankees have been always good since then.
They've been pretty consistently good, but the reason why they were so good in the 90s was because Steinbrenner wasn't there. He got banned for whatever, and they built the team the way they wanted to build the team. The general manager.
Oh yeah.
And then he came back and he was like, "Nah, let's spend money on this guy. This guy."
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it worked. Now it's like, all right, now your homegrown guys are gone.
Yeah, I try to be a Yankee fan. I couldn't do it, man. It was just too much work. Like, you're gonna be good every year. I don't want to watch it's just like for me, it's like hot dog. Yankee baseball is about like the hot dogs and like the beer and all that. It's not about like making history and all that. It's like I'm here to like enjoy it, like have it a national pastime and relax after a long day. I don't want to get worked up. I'm like my team has to win or all that.
Yeah, that's dumb nowadays.
It sets the expectations too high. You know?
I want to go to Yankee Stadium, but not because of the Yankees, because I want to just see it.
Yeah. The problem is, it's like, I mean, talk about traveling. I mean, just to get to Yankee Stadium from here, it's a big ordeal, right?
I would probably take mass transit.
And that's a hike, man, right? Because it's like go take the Long Island
Road. Is way faster. It's right over the fucking. The Bronx is right there.
It's fast. I mean, it's gonna take a while still for you to get there, and then you gotta deal with tolls and you got parking and all that.
The reason I would take mass transit is because of parking and tolls.
Yeah, so you save on
and I take
money and stress of parking, but dude, I've taken rides up to go see the Yankee games, and it's just like, all right, I gotta go, You got to transfer, right? I think at some spot on the subway, right on the 456. Well, you might have to transfer.
If you take the LIRR, they got that Grand Central terminal now, so it's a lot faster than it used to be.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because Penn Station, Grand Central,
right,
the Bronx,
right.
So now instead of going like this, you just go like that.
And then when you're on the subway, you don't need to transfer, right? You go right there. You go right there, yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. I don't think I've been to Yankee Stadium since that Grand Central station has opened, which is again another. That's a huge thing to have that station open, because I remember to get to Manhattan, you had to take the train into Penn Station. Then from Penn Station, you had to take something else just to get to the east side of Manhattan. Now you're like, not only does it save your train ride, but then once you're there, you don't have to like transfer anywhere. You can just like go. You can walk straight to like somewhere around like Grand Central, which is awesome.
I feel like it's a good system, but the railroad is like, let's say I'm in Jamaica is the end all be all of everything. Let's say I get on the train to Hall Park by accident. To get back to Babylon, I got to go back to Jamaica, then come back.
No, yeah, I don't like that. I don't know why like Jamaica had to be like, okay, before you get anywhere, you got to go to Jamaica first and transfer. Like, I don't think, I think that's stupid.
It's like the main.
But why would that be the hub? Why can't you just make the hub in like Manhattan?
Why can't there be 3 hubs?
Yeah, or
Maybe
3,
put
yeah,
one in Hop Hog,
right,
Central Islip.
yeah.
That'd be huge. So we don't have to fucking ping pong if we make a mistake.
And then once you're at the Yankee Stadium game at Yankee Stadium, just to get home is kind of like, do you really want to like at 11:30? You're like, all right, now to go home.
That's the shitty
That's
part.
like now you're. It's like you get home by like 1 o'clock if you're lucky.
That's when driving is good. Go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, you can just get out of there.
Yo, one time I took the kids to the Barclays Center for Friday Night SmackDown, and they canceled the railroad at Atlantic Terminal. So I was
Are
like,
you
"What the fuck?"
So how did you get like what happened?
I-
Before you got there, they canceled the railroad, or once you got there, then you
No,
couldn't get final.
we got there.
You got there?
We watched the game, the matches, WWE matches.
Right.
Then we went to go home, and the railroad was closed. Like the railroad stopped running.
And this was like probably what 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was late.
So
11,
what do you
11:30.
guys end up doing?
There was the whole fucking crowd was out there. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the hell? And so like what happened?
I had to,
Like how do you get home?
took the subway to Penn.
Oh wait, so you had to take the subway all the way from Brooklyn to Manhattan, and then take
And
the
then
Penn, and then take the train from Penn Station, Manhattan, back to Long Island.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
There might have been another way to go, but I was like, at that time, I was fucking tired. I was like, all right, let's just go to Penn Station.
Wow, that must have sucked.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, you saw what happened. There was the Usher and Chris Brown had a concert at MetLife Stadium this weekend, and then on Friday, the same thing happened after the concert
Oh, yeah,
at
I saw
MetLife.
something like that.
Yeah, then like all the trains from MetLife in New Jersey back into Manhattan, they were all like closed. And
There was a crowd of people out
yeah,
there, right? I
or
saw
no,
that.
no, they got on the train, and then all of a sudden the train stopped in like the middle of the tunnel, and like everyone was like stranded like in the train.
Oh, I didn't hear about
and
that.
it lost power, and people were like stuck there for like hours. That would be freaky. I would kind of freak out.
Are
if
you
that was me.
are you claustrophobic at all?
I probably shouldn't say that publicly, but yeah.
Why, someone's gonna get you?
Yeah, who knows? You know, well, your enemy to know
How
your
many
fears.
enemies you got out there?
Yeah.
I don't like being held down.
maybe,
Tired of, like put in a tight space.
that seems like a freaky thing to happen.
I don't
to
like
you.
that shit.
No, I mean, I might not have enemies now, but definitely in the future. I mean,
Cremate my ass just in case. Just in case I wake up in that coffin. Fucking cremate. What would you rather do? Get buried alive or drowned?
dude, none of that sounds fun at all.
I think I'd rather drown than fucking be buried alive.
How about being set on fire? Being drowned versus being set on fire.
I think I'd
I think set on fire is probably better because it's like I feel like once like you hit the pain goes away.
I think, yeah.
And then you probably just burn and die.
Yeah, I think also
Jeez,
it's
what
like
a horrible thing to like think about.
yeah, I think it'll just burn you so much your pain receptors get burnt off.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. Literally, that's what happens. They say
Yeah.
it's like your body goes into shock and your nervous system just shuts down, and then you're just burning to death, which is crazy.
Drowning is horrible. I almost
Yeah.
drowned once.
What?
Well, I didn't almost drown once. I was in my friend's pool. It was a regular pool, 5 foot, 6 foot, whatever it was.
That's 5 foot pool.
Well, I was like 10. at the time.
Oh,
And I was swimming underneath the water, holding my breath.
Mhm.
Then I went to come up, and someone was on a raft over my head. So I came up and hit the raft.
oh, that's scary.
Oh, I was panicking my
Yeah,
fucking face. I got out of the water and punched the kid in the face. He didn't know what the fuck. He
He's like,
didn't
oh
do
no!
it on
He's like-
purpose.
he was just chilling, sipping on his like sips, like
Yeah.
lemonade, and like
Sips.
Yeah, and this guy just like comes and punches him in the face. Like, what
Yeah.
the hell,
He
man?
was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, man, but I almost fucking drowned because of you." And he didn't do anything.
Yeah, I've had that happen before where I'm underground and I try to go up for that nice breath of water, and all of a sudden, like there's like this raft
Oh.
underneath me.
That's horrible. It's
Terrible.
A horrible feeling.
Yeah, because you got to swim around it quickly, otherwise you're gonna like inhale water.
Do you think when you die in your dream, you die in real life?
I would have been dead like 100 times over then.
You've died in your dream?
Like a bunch of times, yeah.
Because I've been
Well, things I've been in outer space and crashing forward into like Earth, back into Earth. I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to survive that. So,
Oh, I would love that dream.
oh, it's horrible.
I think I may have developed asthma or something in my or sleep apnea or something.
Uh huh.
Because I've been having dreams lately where like I'm drowning or I can't breathe and then I wake up. And I feel like if I didn't wake up, I'd drown in my dream and I'd be dead.
Yeah, probably. No, yeah, I don't think that's not gonna happen. If that were the case, you'd have like multiple. No, I mean lots of people have dreams of them dying, and they're.
I've never had a dream where I died.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe you're like secretly invincible. Maybe you're God and you don't even realize it.
All right, but we're not gonna try it though. We're not gonna put that shit to the test.
We can't like.
But I think like sleep apnea people, when they die in their sleep, they're dreaming about like being choked to death or something.
Oh, because like in real life, there's no air coming.
In real
through.
life, they're choking.
No, you know what? I feel like if you're dreaming of choking and you have sleep apnea, it's like your body.
Is that me or you?
It's me. It's you thought someone bought some of your stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I get that sound from eBay. It's weird. It's always stupid notification like, hey, like here's an offer.
This person is live. I don't care about that person.
Yeah, I'm trying to shut all that stuff off. But I feel like if you had sleep apnea and you had a dream of you like choking, it'd be your body's way of telling you to wake up so that you can actually get air. You know?
Yeah, but I think sometimes you don't get up. You don't wake up. And that's how these people die. All right, so just for the future reference, if I die in my sleep, it wasn't good. Because I was drowning, or someone had me in a rear naked choke, or like last night I had a dream I was drowning on the bridge. There was a giant tidal wave, and everyone drowned in it. I was drowning, and I woke up.
Wait, so do people, when people have sleep apnea, is it so bad that they can die in their sleep?
It happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah, Reggie White was like the first guy who really put it on the map.
Who's Reggie White again?
He was a linebacker for
the
the Philadelphia
linebacker.
Eagles.
Right. He died in his sleep?
No, not linebacker. He played defense. He was a defensive line. I think a right tackle.
He died in his sleep?
Yeah.
And it was definitely from sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Wait, is it what? You're just like your epiglottis or whatever just like closes up and you die of some snoring basically, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because you're just choking on your own like throat basically.
I think that's what it is.
Ugh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, people die from that shit.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Just to their nasal passages are just like not designed to like sleep, which is something you do like a third of your life.
Actually, they die all the time. Like
I never heard of that before.
Not permanently. I mean, throughout the night, when they're like, they just died. Like they've like, no, I'm saying like their body's fighting to breathe.
Yeah, I mean I can see that, but literally like dying in your sleep.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of that. All right, I'll have to look up the statistics.
See how many people per year die from sleep apnea? Alex Grok. So it'll be audible.
Official.
And then fucking the listeners can hear it too.
Official.
How many people die from sleep apnea a year in the United States? Oh man, it's never this slow.
There's no single got it.
Got it? Never? What?
There's no single... Oh, it's still listening to me, that's why.
Oh.
There's no single official number for deaths directly caused by sleep apnea each year. It's rarely listed as the underlying cause on death certificates. Instead, studies using the CDC. What the fuck's that mean? All right, so maybe people don't die from it.
Yeah, I've never heard that because I know a lot of people who have sleep apnea, and I was like, they would have told me that, like, yo, it's actually serious. I could die, and I'd be like, whoa.
Reggie White die?
He probably has some other thing going on.
Reggie White died on December 26, 2004, at age 43. The official cause was cardiac arrhythmia, triggered by sarcoidosis, a respiratory disease he'd had for years. The preliminary autopsy also noted that sleep apnea may have been a contributing factor.
All right, so there's a couple things.
Yeah, he probably just had a heart attack in the sleep or whatever.
He had a couple things, and sleep apnea was a part of it. But I don't know. I feel like that's how. Oh, I love her.
Well, who's that?
Indy Neveready.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you die, like what happens in your dream when you die? You wake up.
You just wake up usually because it's usually so shocking. You're like, oh my gosh, like someone. It's hard. I have to look because I record all my dreams in my dream journal, so I look it up.
Oh, that's cool. We should do a podcast on that.
Yeah, no, I'm actually working on this project, dream analysis, so that people can put up spit like they can tell the app what their dream was, and I'll tell you what it means. So.
Oh fuck it, that's a winner.
Yeah, is it? Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a fucking winner.
Well, it's cool because what's
sign me up right now.
All right. So what we'll do is maybe the next episode I'll pull it up and I'll show you. But basically. It's cool because not only will it interpret what dream you had, but if you have a series of dreams, it'll like link up, it'll like analyze all those dreams together and be like, this is what's happening in your life right now. It's pretty cool.
I love that shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Right now I can use it on my desktop, but I'm building the app around it so that everyone could use it. I'll put it on the App Store or whatever. So
Like when I found out that everybody had the teeth falling out dream.
yeah,
I was like, whoa,
yeah.
what?
You had that also,
I haven't had it in a while.
right?
But I've had the teeth falling out dream.
I haven't had teeth falling out. I've had my teeth cracking and like falling apart, cracking.
Never had that one.
Oh, really? It's all around the same thing. It's all related to some type of like
Anxiety or some
it's
shit.
anxiety around like money usually is teeth.
I've never had the naked going to school dream, but I've had the naked in real life dream. Like I'm not.
Wait, what? Oh, no. You mean like a real life you're naked, or like?
No, I mean like
I'm living a dream, guys. I'm walking down the street naked. Dreams have come true.
come on, guys, we're streaking. No, it's like I'm in my house or I'm at work naked, or some shit like that.
That's kind of funny.
Like
I've never. And you're like, was there other people in the room or no?
I think so. I mean, it's been so long, I don't remember.
Next time you have a really vivid dream, just write it down or record it somewhere, like record on Grok, and then we can play it back, and then we can analyze the dream. Because you probably here's the thing: the more you record your dreams, or the more you like journal your dreams, the more dreams you'll have, and the more dreams you'll remember. So like you'll have like crazy dreams. You'd probably love that because if you like movies and stuff like that, like
yeah.
Dreams are like a movie that's like completely spontaneous. And it's like there's no agenda there, right? There's no like Hollywood's controlling the propaganda machine,
Yeah, there's no fucking ads.
Yeah.
Like, I'm drinking a Coke in front of the camera.
Yeah, I think they're really interesting. Some people like, it's all random.
I love that shit.
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe next week we'll do that. We'll pull it up.
Oh
and then,
fuck yeah! And I I haven't had dreams in a while, but lately maybe because I'm not working, I've been having a lot of dreams.
Oh yeah. That's usually what happens. Whenever like I'm in a transition period, I'll have lots of very intense dreams, like multiple a night. But like from let's just say from like February on to now, I really haven't had that many big vivid dreams. But there'll be periods where you're having like lots of dreams. That's why it's cool to journal them, and once you analyze them, it'll tell you a lot of interesting things. What's going on.
Also, not being at work, I'm not as tired as I usually am when I go to sleep. So I'll pass the fuck out.
Yeah, well, what's probably happening is probably you're sleeping better, which means you're probably going into deeper levels of sleep.
Yeah.
Which means that you're going to be able to dream more often and more higher quality dreams, like more resolution in terms of like how vivid they are and all that.
How much you got written down?
Oh, I could probably go back to my journal. I'll let you know after when I get home. I probably have like, I would say I've probably recorded at least like 150, maybe more than that. Yeah. And they're interesting. And it's interesting because I'll look back and I'll like look back at a dream I had like in like September of last year. I'm like, dude, I totally forgot about that dream. It's kind of crazy, you know? It's just like
you totally fucking forget about it. I have some of the awesomest, funnest fucking dreams, and I'm like, holy shit! And no one wants to hear about your dream.
No. So but like, you want to hear about your own dreams, right?
I want to hear about my own dreams. But like, if I go to someone and say, "Hey, I had a dream last night," I'm like, "Oh, no one wants to hear about that shit." But if you tell me you can analyze it, then I'll tell you about it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But then like months later, I'll totally forget.
Yeah, well, a lot of people forget their dreams within. That's why I have a notebook by my bed, because as soon as I wake up, I'll record it, because literally if I wait even like half an hour, I'll completely forget about it. It's weird.
Yeah.
And most people are like that. Like if you don't like write it down right away, most people forget all their dreams, like even like right when they wake up.
Yeah.
And they really have to think about, like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that dream.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Fucking love that shit, man. Definitely we got to do something with that. Oh, I mean, you're already doing something with it. But
Yeah.
Just bring it to me next week.
All right.
Let me check the time.
It's 6:35.
I mean the podcast time.
It's probably been an hour.
Sometimes when we do a show, something will pop in my head and be like, oh, let's talk about that. And I fucking never do it. I always forget.
Yeah, that's why you gotta carry around a notebook and a piece of pen and just like be like
a piece of pen.
A piece of pen, yeah, a piece of pen and a full notebook, and you'll be able to record.
Can I get a piece of pen, please?
It's good to journal. It's good to journal, write stuff down. Your whole brain and it's just really good for your brain to like just write it down somewhere and then just keep it there. It doesn't matter, even if it's just like one line, one sentence. It actually helps a lot. It helps like calm your mind and all that.
Okay, good.
Because you feel like you're not worried about like losing stuff and all that, and you're just putting it out there. I feel like it's very therapeutic.
All right, so tune in next week. We'll do some dreams. Actually, no.
Yes.
Next week we'll do some dreams.
There's always going to be a next week. We're not going anywhere.
I got a homework assignment for you.
Yeah?
Watch the movie Dreamscape.
Dreamscape.
Yes.
What's that about?
Dreaming.
Dreaming? Is it an old movie or a new movie?
It's old from the 80s, but it's fucking awesome.
Okay, it's good. That's like the prime.
Check out Dreamscape if you can. You know,
Yeah,
I
sure.
know life is fucked up.
No, but if someone gives me a specific recommendation, it's easy for me just to like want to.
Plus, if we're going to be doing dream stuff,
Yeah.
that's like way before Inception.
Yeah, hell
you
yeah.
know? And it's
That's interesting. Is that like the first movie about dreams?
that I know of. I'm sure there is.
70s, 60s, probably not. Yeah.
It's what's that guy's name? Not Jeff Bridges, not Kurt Russell, the other guy, Quaid. Dennis. It's Dennis Quaid.
Dennis or Randy Quaid?
It's Dennis Quaid and the guy from the Warriors. Warriors. Leon, I think his name is Leon and everything. He's in it, and I forgot the girl's name. And the president is played by I think Eddie Albert from fucking Green Acres.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so check it out.
Oh, I'll check it out. Yeah.
All right, all right.
That's my homework.
Dave, thanks again.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for hosting again.
Well, I think you're probably my official co-host at this point. Jesus Christ.
I get. So the checks can come in the mail soon, then, right?
Nah, I'm busy next week. We can't do shit. We're not doing shit no more. That's it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
All right,
Podcast
guys.
is over.
Thanks for listening.
Later.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
Thanks for checking out the Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at Gungo Podcast. That's Gungo Podcast. And listen to past episodes at gungo.podbean.com.